Dudes and dudettes, are you guys ready for are you guys pumped for the earnings on Monday? Let's go, pump it up, bullish news, yeah. Hey, what is up, dudes and dudettes? This is Due Diligence here. Hopefully you guys love that intro. It's a introduction to bullish DD where wearing sunglasses and everything. We call him Jimmy, okay? That's Jimmy Boy. Jimmy Boy sometimes is very overtly optimistic on a lot of stock futures, and he's super pumped. He's just super pumped. He represents the majority of the hyped up YouTubers on YouTube, okay? And we sort of mixed his personality with popular YouTuber and with Eddie and with a lot of people like we see on Discord, sort of merge it all into one. So you will be seeing him a lot. He's kind of super emotional. When stock price goes down, he's gonna cry, and then when stock price goes up, he's like, yeah, let's go, and that kind of thing. It's like your buddy next door in college where it gets super hyped up for parties and be like, tailgate, drink, chug, that kind of thing, But let's come back to the reality and give you guys two sides of this earnings report. And you're like, DD, why did you have an AK open? Well, here's the thing, okay? So DD's left brain is telling DD that you should be very bullish about this earning report. Why? Because they recently acquired a company that will give them a per share basis boost about 0.27, and that extent of that increase will increase to about 0.54, right? As I talked about this before in my previous video. And then all we have to really worry about is the price flooring based before they acquired the company, and we do some math, and then we concluded that share price is probably going to increase to around 3.54, or if you're even a little bit more bullish, that the stabilization price tag will be around 3.82 support line there, right? There is a possibility that after earning report, the stock's going to go back up to $4 and maybe $4.2. But the extent of the duration or the longevity of such increase might be subject to further scrutiny later on. Okay, but a part of me is you should be very bullish about this. You should tell your viewers what you think, and this is what I think. But also, there's another rational part of me was bruh, you've been doing research for the past few days, ditching all the free time. You should be hanging out down in the pool or trying to find some hot chicks with sun tanning, in the sun. But I've been reading their past reports, okay? I started backwards, actually. I started their first year's earning report, and then I did the last year's earning report, including Q1 earning report. And guess what I found in the AK? So, number 2 informed me this morning. He sent me a text and be like, dude, did you go watch other YouTubers video about MMAT? I was like, no, I haven't. He's like, maybe you should address this because, they're likely misinforming the viewers in terms of they think that, the probability of an earning delayed is pretty minuscule. Which in this case, let me just give you guys the worst case scenario here, okay? So on their AK, you will see it's filed June 29th, 2021. Oh, sorry about a hiccup. On the last clause, item 9.01, this is very important, guys. If you're reading a SEC filing, this is something that you have to sort of read in terms to determine when their financial statements are out. Basically, when the pro forma financial statements are out, basically means when the earnings report will be filed. They tell you the latest date they can file, and when they file, it's going to show up on the website, right? Unlike other YouTubers who just go on NASDAQ and look at, it's algorithmically, basically a lot of earning estimates and earning dates are generated by algorithm, but those algorithms are based on initial documents and based on when these companies usually in the past, historically speaking, when they report earnings, okay? But those are not super accurate, even though for a lot of big chip and blue chip stocks, they're super accurate because they have to sort of file it within a certain period of time so then they don't get a fine and everything. But for a company who just merged and who is trying to transition from IFRS into GAAP, there might be a longer time horizon that we're looking at, and there might be a earning release delay. And maybe 2 or 3 days after this video, you guys are like, oh my god, Didi, you caught it. I don't really want to see this earning delay, because when we see the earning delay, there might be a negative effect on the stock price. But just read this, right? And I will translate it for you guys. The company intends to file financial statement of MetaMaterial Inc. required by item 9.01A. You don't really need to worry about this. Basically, after merger and acquisition, they have to file like earnings for like Q2 because it's already been 3 months and that kind of stuff. As part of an amendment to this current report on Form 8K, not later than 71 calendar day after the date this current report on Form 8K is required to be filed a pro forma financial information. Basically, we count from June 29th. 71 days. So after the 71st day is when they have to file. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. So let's count it, right? So we don't count the day. We just go to June 29th, right? It's almost the last day of this calendar days. Okay, it's calendar days, not business days. So let's do weekends, I think, also count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, right? I mean, I'm kind of retarded. I am retarded. I could have just do 30 plus 30 and then plus, 11, right? So by the end of July, it's about 30 days. And then by the end of August, is about another 30 days. And by so basically they have to file their financial report by like September 10th. I haven't really counted precisely 71 days, but you are expecting the latest day they have to file a financial statement, a pro forma one, is around September 10th. So if we didn't expect a financial statement next week, we have to wait another month. And within this month, you will see some negative people or negative news coming out because of the delay. And usually when they delay their earnings, it's not such a bullish news per se. And a lot of people are not talking about this. I understand, because they're doing YouTube for views. But Number 2 and I are two very ethical investors, traders, and also YouTuber. So we just want you guys to know that there are two sides of the coin here, and you shouldn't be trapped into this overhype or like hype for the earnings. And in my next video, I'm gonna put up a good earning preview versus a bad earning preview. So I will give you two sides of the coin like I did right now. Okay, so hopefully you guys love this video. This is going to be a very short video just about the 8K and the extent of the earning and the specifics of the earning dates. And if you're just looking for, a preview for the earnings, I will provide that in the next hour or 2 hours, depending on how long I spend editing the videos. Alright, see you guys on the upside. If you haven't liked this video, go smash a like button. If you haven't subbed, go sub. Cause, you love the DD, you love the smiling DD, and you love the salty me too. And if you haven't tagged us on Twitter, you can engage a conversation with us on Twitter and just ask us some questions on Twitter, tag us, share our videos. And you can also join our Discord. The Discord is a growing community. There are some very interesting trades going on Discord. We have some very active members who's been trading for years. And, we encourage everyone to ask everyone questions, help each other out. And maybe there are some information of a lot of tickers. You can we have like a DD session or like a DD sort of category. You can go in there and look at their previous ticker discussions. You can maybe you will pick up some goals over there, okay? And if you stayed in Discord for long enough, you will know there are a lot of active members, and there are members who are very knowledgeable in terms of selling and buying options. And those guys will help you a lot in your trading journey. Especially, I might do a poll on YouTube trying to figure out what are your average holdings, how many years I've been trading, so then I can better provide content for you guys. Because I want to sort of push out a beginner content, and then I want to push out a intermediate content and push out advanced content, like say not in 1 day but in the span of 3 days, so all of you can have something to learn on this channel. And also Patreon is on its way. Number 2 has been spending day and night trying to structure the thing. I mean, he is a genius too, so you will see. The Patreon content is going to be very, very useful for those of you who really want sort of like a hands-on experience or hands-on sort of like tips. Not really hands-on tips, because we will probably record some of the trades on Patreon. We probably put some very confidential information on Patreon. And right now, we just hope that any of you who join a Patreon do not share any of our Patreon content with anybody else. It's completely proprietary and private, and you guys will have like access to that. It's all our hard work, and there's some very opinionated stuff, but a lot of those opinionated stuff has come true. A lot of those predictions have come true, and there's some like secret stuff that is going to be in Patreon that will help you along the way of trading and might be able to help you with the journey with metamaterial, but at the same time, it might also shatter your opinion regarding metamaterials at the same time, or it might form a better one. Who knows, right? Everybody's perspective is very different. Alright, you know you're gonna get 10 years of good luck if you watch our content. See you guys on the upside. Hey, this is the future dude from, I don't know, an hour later, or maybe 20 seconds later, who knows, or maybe 5 years later. I know a lot of you are gonna ask us this question in the comment section, that, you know, what do you think is the probability of an earning delay? If we just do 50-50 split, then right now it's more than 50%. As far as you know, our business insights into right after acquisition, the filing load is gonna increase, the certain disclosure have to increase, and because it's sort of within the purview or within the extent of you know Q2, Q3, you know, getting into September, therefore, you know, it's sort of like a tricky It's like a tricky question to ask, because we have no idea when they intend to acquire that company anyways. A lot of times when you're doing SEC related work, it's usually about intent. For example, for those of you who are filing for, you know, patents or filing for rights to use a trademark or for a trademark, one of them is, I think 1B is about the intent to use, right? So in here, it's sometimes about the intent of acquisition and certain filing requirement. So for us right now, or just for the future DD right here, we think that the probability of an earning delay is around 60%. So it's higher than 50%, but you guys should still be hopeful. Okay, there's gonna be an earning. But you know, this is just a part of the equation here. Even if there's an earning, there's a good side and there's a bad side. Keep tuned for the next video.